Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, dads. Hope you guys are well. It's Friday morning, early, and as usual, I wanted to send you a reminder email. I wanted to send you a hype video. I want to send you let's keep it together um, video. But guys, the weekend is here. The weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday make up 33% of the weekend of the week, I should say. And, it's super important for your journey, right? To stay on track. And a lot of diets, a lot of progress gets ruined by the weekend, but it doesn't have to be so, right? There's a lot of things that go on. We're not as distracted on the weekend. We have more time on the weekends. There's the shopping, there's this and that, there's dinners out. And that's where, sometimes we make not bad decisions, but we make, not planned decisions, if that makes sense. You're snacking and I've been there too. The snacking, picking up this, picking up that, get a little more time. That's what hurts you, right? But we don't want to let what all the hard work you did during the week go to waste on the weekend, because that's not going to be proper progress. But having said that, you can plan, a treat here, a treat there. You can plan for a certain dinner out if you're going to eat out that night. You can plan for all that stuff, but that is the key pieces that we need to continue to plan. And so you make the right choice. So you're not going in the pantry, grabbing some of this and grabbing some of that, and all that stuff starts to add up if you're not tracking it, right? So super important that you have some flexibility built in. So you're not going to eat the whole fridge one day, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be better than you used to do before, right? And it has to be planned. The other thing is keep moving, right? Go for your normal walks or your workouts that you have planned. Do some more things around the house. One of the things we do in our household is when we go shopping, we go down all the aisles, right, to get extra steps. Even if we're not going down that aisle, we don't have a pet, but we go down the pet aisle just to walk through to get extra steps. Get moving, get extra steps in, and keep the body going, right? Sitting on the couch is not great for your body. You've heard that saying before. Sitting is the new smoking. So it's super, super true, right? Your body starts to, and I heard another saying actually is pretty good. Motion is lotion, right? Motion is lotion. So it's funny, but it's so true as well, right? You want to keep the body parts moving and keep it fluid, right? So super important to keep moving and get your sleep, right? Use the opportunity to prioritize rest, especially if you had some hard lifting days and you've done those Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or maybe you have one coming up. Maybe you planned it on a Saturday or Sunday. Get those rest days, those rest moments. Get those days in, right? Make sure you're feeling really good. Get recovery. Get yourself a massage. Get yourself whatever you need to do to feel good. But that's what the weekend's for, is to recharge. I can't stress enough how important sleep is. Not telling you to sleep until noon or 4 o'clock like you used to as a teenager, but if you had a hard week and you're up early and you've got things with kids or friends or family and work, and you're up early and you're burning the midnight oil kind of thing, take an extra hour in the morning, get some good sleep, slow it down, do the best you can to rest and relax. That will help release some of your, some bowel movements as well, right? If you're backed up a little bit, like I know some of you are, right? Extra water, be mindful of all the things that make you feel good and that are good for you, right? Um, and then remember why we're doing this, right? Remember why you're doing this. It's not just about, the weight loss. It's about how you feel, how you move. It's about longevity. It's about your health. It's about showing up as a dad, a husband, a partner, for your family and for yourself, right? Show up for yourself. That is so key. No one has to look in the mirror. You look in the mirror before anyone else at yourself, and you gotta be able to say to yourself, "Yeah, I did this. This is for me." Right? I gotta please me first before I please anyone else. So, remember why you're doing this, and every step gets you closer to your goal. Because it's not about losing 20 pounds, 40 pounds, 60 pounds. It's about how you feel, how you look, how you show up, right? And how your health is, and how long you plan on being around, right? That's the truth, right? If you got 40 pounds or more as a dad, it's not great for your health, right? It's not great for your health at all. Remember the weekends, right? That's 33%. So stack the wins, stack the steps, stack the water, be mindful. Take that time when you're out and about, looking at labels a little bit more because you were rushed before because it's busy. Take the time, read the labels, take a look at different things, find a new recipe, right? Find some joy in, it's the fall now, so go out and look at the beautiful colors of the trees and such, right? Enjoy the weather before it gets a little bit squirrely out there, right? Um, if you have an event, you're going to a game, whatever it is, right? Birthday party, those kind of things. Watch the alcohol, right? Not saying you can't have any, but if you really need to have something, have a good choice. Make a good choice, but limit it, right? And plan it, and track it, and include it in your number, and then be done with it, right? And that's important too, because we don't want to deprive ourselves of anything, right? So as long as you plan it and you track it and you include it and it's what you want, then it's have at it. It's all good, right? But start stacking the wins on the weekend, because you'll see those wins stack up and then propel you through the week, right? Think about your meal planning for the following week. Think about what you want to eat and how you want to plan it all and prep, and do it as a couple, do it as a family, get the kids involved, right? Have some fun games around it. Have them chopping something or pulling this or that or whatever it is, right? Hey, let's rip up some romaine together first, right? If you have small kids. So, that's super important too. But remember, Monday will come soon enough, and we don't want to have any guilt on the next day. So that's why it's important that if you want alcohol, or you want that treat or that piece of cake or whatever it is, that you plan it, you think it through, go, yeah, actually, I want to try that, and include it, right? And again, like I've done this where I've had a piece of cake for a birthday party and it wasn't very good. I didn't finish it, and you don't need to finish it either, right? You don't need to finish it. Now, last night my kid made some cookies. Yeah, I'm gonna try one, right? If your kid's making cookies, don't be that kind of dad who goes, "Hey, I can't try it. I'm on a diet, right? I'm not doing that kind of stuff." Hey, your son or daughter just did something nice for you. Go show them that you appreciate them, right? But look, Monday's going to be here fast enough. So start planning, start thinking it through. But more importantly, remember why you're doing this, right? You've had all those days where you could snack and eat and drink and do all those things. Let's keep things tighter, plan it out, have what you want. And by the time this program ends, you're going to feel like a new man. At least you're going to be on your way to feeling like a new man, guaranteed. So, guys, keep it tight, keep it right. It's okay to say no thank yous, right? Use those no thank yous everywhere you got. If that's what you want to do. And take control. You have control of this, okay? Happy Friday. Have a fantastic weekend. If you need something, please reach out. Enjoy it, and we'll talk soon. Okay, ciao.